mutual fund we should be buying in 2025. As I have told you earlier, your investing is goal based, short term, medium term, long term. So for every goal, depending on your expected return, depending on your capital to be invested, we need to decide the mutual fund. Now, you may be having low risk tolerance as well, or you may be having a high risk tolerance. So, depending on your risk tolerance as well, we need to decide the mutual fund. So, let us see. Before I get into which mutual fund we need to start investing into, let us see some of the criteria which I normally look at before I invest in mutual fund. Well, the topmost is the past performance, but not the past performance of just 6 months or 1 year. It should be past performance of 5 year, 10 year, 15 year rolling. So it should be that long, at least 10-year performance I need to see for that mutual fund. That is one of the criteria which I typically look at when I want to invest in a mutual fund. Whether it might be debt mutual fund or it might be equity mutual fund, it doesn't matter, but I need to look at the past performance. The second criteria is to check the standard deviation, which indicates the volatility or the riskiness of that particular mutual fund. Now, if I want to invest for a short term or a medium term, I expect low volatility. The riskier the asset, the better the return. Less risk, less volatility, the lesser the return. So we need to check the standard deviation and beta of the particular mutual fund. So that is the second checkpoint for me. Then the third checkpoint is to check the Sharpe ratio, SHARPE ratio. And these things are available. If you go to value research, you find these ratios as well. If you go even to money control, you can find this ratio if you select the mutual fund. Now, what is Sharpe ratio? Sharpe ratio is for every risk that a mutual fund manager has taken, what is the additional returns it can offer you. So, higher the Sharpe, the better the mutual fund in that particular category. And then finally, I see the Jensen's alpha. How much additional returns I can get over the benchmark return. So that is my alpha. If the higher the alpha, of course, I can expect that much additional returns. Now, before I go further, let us take some example mutual fund when I can showcase to you why I would opt for a specific mutual fund and not the other. So let us do a comparison with ICICI large cap mutual fund, and then we will see also comparison with ICICI opportunities mutual fund. So on the screen. So earlier I said large cap. I have actually taken a flexi cap. The reason is because we don't have to take a mixture of large, small, and mid cap as well. You can just have a flexi cap and you have a combination of all three. So instead of having three mutual fund elements, you can have just one mutual fund element if you want to opt for a mixture of all segments or across every category of stocks. So the flexi cap is just a replacement of large, medium and small cap. So I have taken one flexi cap of ICICI Prudential and the second is ICICI Opportunities. So if you see on the screen that ICICI flexi cap, it has a combination of like giant, large, mid and small. In this percentage, 51% for giant, large is 16.22, mid is 16.03 and small is 16.23. Well, this is a fair enough kind of distribution. And then if you see at the different ratios, you see that the mean return of ICICI Prudential Flexi Cap is about 17.36% and the standard deviation is 13.42%. Immediately then the alpha is just 4.47% with respect to its own category. Right? Then you have the Sharpe ratio, which I have talked about, which is 0.83. It's not 0, it is higher than 0, it's positive, so great. Then now we go to the opportunities fund. We see that the distribution is little different from the flexi cap. If you remember from the in the flexi cap, we had almost equal distribution across large, mid, and small, and the opportunities you have in the small, you have a very small percentage, that is 2.12%, and then the mid you have 21.41%, the large we have, and the giant you have 62.81%. That means this fund manager, according to me, is doing a fabulous job, because there have been news about small being overvalued, and it has been curtailed to 2.12%, and then the large giants were actually undervalued, wherein they have been entered. And then you see I really love the indicators here for ICICI Prudential Direct. We see standard deviation is just 12.58%, but the mean is 23% almost. So the alpha is like 10.51. In my opinion, this style of investing is actually more got to do with what is the value available in the market today. And please, either you can approach a financial planner or a financial expert for that matter, who has been doing for many years. It would definitely help. Do read my book on investing. It's more about how you can pick up direct stocks. It also gives some suggestion of an alternate approach other than direct stocks. And the stocks which I have suggested in the book, that is Dodge the Recession, is more on investing altogether. It shows you what kind of portfolio allocation you need to have. So definitely it's going to be of help. It's a very easy to read language. It's a very easy to follow process, which you can follow any year, any time of your career. You can read the book, and if you have any questions on the book, please reach out to me.